The Rangers are already inside Rita's new command center, guided by Alpha 5's voice, not knowing that it is actually Finster who is using the robot head to communicate with the Rangers and lead them into a trap. Because of this, the Rangers are very confident. They even tell Alpha that if the plan doesn't work, then they won't be able to get out of there, and this is obviously exactly what Rita wants. Finster and Rita try to use words that Alpha would commonly use to make the Rangers feel confident, and it is working for them. Alpha tells them that he is very excited to see them, but they are possibly not that excited, and that is because the Rangers have already arrived at the trap. Goldar's new army was waiting for them, and we can see that they are many monsters just like Goldar, but with some differences. These monsters created by Finster using Goldar's anatomy are improved, and you can see that they are all bigger. Previously, Goldar has caused a lot of problems for the Rangers, so imagine the problem the Rangers have now with all these giant copies of Goldar. In the other universe, the war had just started and all of Lord Drakkon's soldiers arrived to attack the Coinless group. Some soldiers try to destroy the invisible force field, while Zack tries to start organizing the whole operation to try to defend against Lord Drakkon's troops. The soldiers already managed to breach the force field, so Trini asks Billy to go to the shield generator to get it working again, as that breach may continue to grow and the soldiers would manage to get the war tanks in. Billy is surprised as the Coinless didn't trust him and Tommy, but he is still willing to help. Some guns have been damaged, and they must go to reset them, but the road to those guns is filled with Drakon soldiers. Tommy offers to go reset the weapons and has a plan that includes Saba, so Zack gives him permission to go. In the main universe, the Rangers start the battle with the clones, and no matter what they do, more and more clones keep appearing. The Rangers are confused and Finster tries to explain to them through Alpha's voice. He tells them that these clones have all Goldar's abilities but have none of the flaws. The Rangers try to play with Goldar's mind by saying that they don't know if he agrees to this plan, but Goldar tells them that he serves his Empress however she wants. Because they are monsters created by Finster, the Rangers think they can easily destroy them, but unfortunately, the monsters repair all the damage done and the Rangers no longer know what to do. Fortunately, Kimberly has an idea and asks Zack to help her destroy the roof of the place to escape through that part. The rocks crush several clones, so the Rangers have a chance to escape, but Rita already had a plan for this. Outside that place there were more clones, but these clones were giants, so the Rangers need the Zords to be able to fight them. In the other universe, Drakon soldiers are still trying to get into the Coinless shelter, but Zack, along with several people, start shooting at them so they can't get through. Zack tries to give words of motivation to his soldiers so that they do not give up and fight for their home. The battle is very difficult, both groups are attacking hard and do not want to give up. Unfortunately, Drakon's soldiers are winning the battle, but Zack doesn't give up and keeps trying to motivate his soldiers. Then, he is surprised as someone unexpected appears. Scorpina arrived with several soldiers dressed as the Red Ranger and tells Zack that he doesn't have the victory in his hands. Elsewhere is Tommy along with other soldiers to try to get to the damaged weapons to reset them, but they are attacked by Drakon's ships. Tommy asks Saba to execute the plan they had agreed upon, and Saba tells him that it was already there. Saba was referring to the Falcon Zord, which appeared to attack Drakon's ships, and then Tommy entered the Zord to begin his attack. Billy and Trini are still at the force field generator trying to repair it, but both are worried as everything is too damaged and the shield is not going to be as strong. They must think of another solution, and Trini mentions that they must continue to protect the relic. Billy wants to know what the relic is, and Trini shows him the Blue Ranger Morphin. She tells him that the Billy from that universe saved her and also gave him the morpher to protect him from Lord Drakkon. The Rangers think that, if Lord Drakkon gets this morpher, then all hope is going to end. In the main universe, the Rangers are already inside their Zords ready to start the battle with the giant clones. The battle begins and we can see that these clones are very wild. In their thoughts there is only destruction, and that is what they want to do with the Rangers. One of these clones throws itself towards the Yellow Ranger's Zord and wants to destroy it. This monster manages to destroy part of the Zord, and this causes Trini to fall out of the machine. The other clones manage to catch Trini and Rita gives the order to take her to her. In the other universe, Tommy is still battling Drakon's ships with the Falcon Zord and is apparently managing to destroy many enemy ships. Bulk is leading the other soldiers to the weapons to reset them, but at that moment other Drakon soldiers appear dressed as the Pink Ranger and have long-range weapons. Lord Drakkon is on top of one of his ships preparing to jump on top of Tommy's Zord, and after he achieves his objective, he breaks the entrance hatch. Lord Drakkon manages to enter the Falcon Zord and greets Tommy in a very sarcastic way. All this causes the ships to shoot down the Zord, and it seems that Drakon was able to easily overpower Tommy. Drakon throws him out of the Zord and Saban starts screaming his name in great concern, but Drakon tells him to shut up because they both belong to him. Now Lord Drakkon has the Green Ranger dagger, and he also has Saban, two very powerful weapons controlled by one of the most powerful Rangers in history. In the main universe, Rita has Trini, who seems to be very exhausted, but Rita apparently has a plan for her. The Empress tells the Yellow Ranger, who is still using the Green Ranger's coin powers, that she is a ranger ready for rescue, but not to worry since it's almost over. In the other universe, Tommy is on his knees and Lord Drakkon has Saban to begin the punishment. He then says he sentences Tommy to die, but he's going to give all the Coinless who surrender and swear loyalty to him a chance. He also asks them to give him the relic, which we already know is the Blue Ranger morpher. Trini and Billy are in hiding trying to protect the Blue Ranger morpher. Trini tells Billy that he can use the morpher to transform himself so he can face Lord Drakkon. Despite this, Billy thinks he's not going to be able to do that, but Trini keeps insisting and she tries to motivate him, but apparently, it's not working. Drakon shouts that this is the last chance, while Saban keeps pleading not to do it. At that moment, Trini and Billy appear, both of whom have the morpher, yell for him to stop, and they both give in to Drakon.